Hello, Fringers. The following podcast may not be suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Look alive, Fringers.
It's 2099 and we are live and loud in the underground. From the streets to the scar. Keep your chip hidden, your gun loaded, and never trade your soul for souls.
Turn it up and let them know.
Big Brother is watching. Time to put on a show.
Hello, Fringers. Howdy, handyman and domestics. Welcome to episode 23 of Neon Trails, an Identico actual play. I am your game runner, the Caleb G. 23 episodes. We've been doing this. How wild is that? Thank you all for sticking with us for so long. This is an amazingly fun game with an amazingly talented crew, and I'm so thankful for all of us that are part of this. We are back on Tuesday nights. We've got 2 episodes to go before the end of the season. I hope you're all ready for it. Can you also believe we're like halfway through 2024? I'm still stuck 6 years ago. Time means nothing. It's an illusion. It's worse at lunchtime. But for now, let's say hello to our cast who are prepared for the transit beam. First up, it's just a jump to the left with Mallo playing Galen.
Good evening, everyone.
Next up, is that an audio vibratory physiologically molecular transport device? No, it's Wild playing B.
We'll blow to you too.
I wrote it. I wrote it down. I can't even read it. And he carries the Charles Atlas seal of approval. It's Pete playing Dog.
Announcement. P is not stored in the balls. I'll just say it now. Roast me, internet. Do it.
What?
Yeah.
What? Are we getting all educational here tonight?
There's a story behind this, actually, and I will not tell it on stream. However, I do want you to know that if you tell the younglings who grew up in states that do not have proper sex education that pee is stored in the balls, they will believe you, and I will kick your ass.
Yeah, that makes sense. Rose tints my world, keeps me safe from trouble, and Lauren playing Drall.
Just want to order so much fishnet during this opening.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
good. Thanks for being here.
When's the part that we scream, "Damn it, Janet"?
I don't know, but she's a word we probably can't say on stream without getting some sort of penalty.
Oh, Brad.
And in just 7 days, I can make you an Ethan playing Mox.
Is this the part where we throw the popcorn? Like, did I miss that? Did I miss that part?
Wow, we are bringing props in. Foley work and props. What a great show.
Now I have to find all the popcorn.
Don't you have dogs?
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'll find it for you.
That's what puppies are for.
That's not what. No.
And now for our usual housekeeping. Identico is live every other Tuesday on twitch.tv/Identico with episodes of Neon Trails at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. You can see episode archives, how to play videos, and clips over at youtube.com/Identico. Be sure to subscribe, leave us some comments. Tell us your favorite part of the stage show. What's your favorite thing to shout out? What's your favorite thing to throw? How often have you been? Do you go in costume? Are you old enough to know what we are talking about, or are you a youngin'? It's fine either way. We don't judge, but you know. Also follow us on the socials for all announcements and news. Look for us at Identico or Humanoid Games at whatever social medias you happen to use. Visit playidentico.com where you can read the basic core rules for free, find the newest module, The Dark and the Divine, pick up books, stickers, and other merch. If you are live with us on Twitch right now, hello, hi, thank you for being here. I know everyone has a bunch of rerolls racked up. I think everyone's going to need them tonight, next time. So if you've got some more points to spend, do it. Mallo, anything else that you need to share with us tonight?
Nothing further tonight, but just keep an ear out on the socials coming up soon. We've got some new sponsors coming for season 2, and we got some new books coming out soon too. So yeah, go just keep your ear to the ground on some stuff like that.
What? My goodness, how amazing. Definitely stay tuned for all that stuff. But for right now, let's remember what happened last time on Neon Trails. After gearing up with the dust jockeys and getting intel from Rail Tenson, the crew made their way to the Cybercult's base of operations deep in the desert. Galen and Drall were at a forward observation point. Mox, Dog, Bee, and the drones were at a distant sniper point. They watched a group of the Cybercult take a load of cyber scrap into some cave openings. And while the crew debated what to do, Drall decided to kick things off by firing their newly acquired rocket launcher into the caves. Mox started eliminating targets with his brand new sniper rifle. Dog attempted to get Mox to teach him how to use the rifle, but Mox missed the chance to replay the scene from Ghost. Dog took his duffel bag of explosives to the caves to cause some more destruction. The drones mapped out the cave tunnels and brought the crew to a large cavern. There they found a congregation of the Cybercult working on a variety of projects, all centered around a derelict kaiju-class rover. And that is where we start this week. A maelstrom of activity lies before you, illuminated by a mismatched collection of LED and neon lights strung haphazardly between stalactites. The cavern is dominated by the half-buried form of the derelict rover. It towers over the crush of cult members who swirl around it. Small groups each seem to have individual tasks, but they move with such chaotic dissonance that it's hard to decipher their true intent. The rover's head hangs at a disturbing angle, its neck snapped at some unknown point in the past. Its skeletal structure leers out from beneath dismantled armor plates and stripped wiring. The upper torso and arms are equally dismantled, and you are able to see a spider web of cables running from the rove to banks of unidentifiable equipment. There is a cacophony of noise. All of these small groups of cult members seem to be communicating internally while also shouting back and forth to the other groups. The echoes in the cavern make it almost impossible to distinguish individual voices. With that scene set, what are we doing? You are currently on a ledge the drones have led you to. You are on a little bit of an upper level, looking down at this scene. Apparently no one has noticed you yet.
Is Dog still outside on top of the entrance?
No, you all came in together.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if I was camping out up there, waiting.
If you'd rather be, that's quite all right. But we decided last time that everybody came in together.
Yes, okay. No,
Okay.
I won't intentionally slow down progress here.
We would keep it going. It would be entertaining either way.
Can I roll to try to identify the unidentifiable banks of...
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, from your vantage point, if you want to make a check to see, we could make this a perception check just to get kind of a general idea.
Yeah.
You could do electronics or engineering.
Ooh, let's go with engineering.
Sure.
Ooh, boy. That's going to be a... Oh, gosh. That'll be a 29.
Holy moly. F. There we go. So, yes. As opposed to all those times when you're trying to charm your way in and throw dynamite, now we're getting to what Dog's best at. All right, so I see this playing out as maybe you kind of creeping forward a little bit, moving up to where Argos and Umbra are kind of sitting on the edge waiting for everyone to gather around them. you see, honestly, a lot of this is kind of familiar in the sense that you're very used to your workshop and B's workshop of slapping a bunch of parts together and making them work, even if it's not the way they're supposed to work. So you immediately recognize that slap together jury rig, crosswire to bypass the circuitry, the conductor's been reversed, the polarity's been flipped on its ass. That kind of workmanship is what's been done here. You immediately notice a lot of power banks, a lot of generators.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of the cables that you see running across the floor of the cavern, running up this kaiju carcass, this rover carcass, it's all power. But you also notice that it seems like the individual components of the rover are being powered, not necessarily in its entirety. Like you see some of the generators and wiring and structures like, okay, that's clearly connected right to like that shoulder actuator or something, or the sensor suite in that part of the chest cavity, but you don't see it going anywhere else. And you're familiar enough with rovers to know like how the circuitry works, how the internal structure works. It doesn't feel like they're trying necessarily to repower the whole thing. It's like this group over here is doing this one thing to this one part of it, and this group over here is doing a different thing to that part of it. It's weird. It's odd how it's set up. You're not sure if it's just because they're approaching it in a completely off-the-wall random way that'll eventually pay out, or they're doing something different. You also see communication equipment. You see different types of quantum communicators, big, giant, almost server racks of like the Quancom units that would be in people's brains, that pilot roves, in the roves themselves, like just stacks on stacks of these individual small units. A couple of them are clustered at various points all around this cavern. And then there are some bigger groupings of them kind of in the depths of the cavern itself where everyone is working. Now, even with all of that information being gathered from this observation, I still want to stress, like, this is like a bird's eye view of the situation. There are hundreds, if not maybe close to 1,000 people in this cavern. It's like the noise of like a huge soccer stadium or football stadium at full volume in this cavern. It is crazy busy. There's so much movement and noise and light. It's, even though you've gathered this information and you're very confident in what you've observed, you immediately know there is a lot more you haven't yet figured out.
Whoa. Okay. I would like to relay that to the team as best I can. Let's say something like, y'all, this is how they did the UFOs back in the day. They took a part and they tried to figure it out, and then they try to put it together. It didn't work for them, but that's what they did. I don't know about this approach. Y'all got any thoughts?
We can blow it up again.
That may be a good thing for like the, oh shit handle, but we are in a cavern with...
Oh, that would be oh shit for us too. Yeah. Good thinking.
We'd have to wire it up with the C4, which I don't know if Mox has more C4. I have a bit.
Oh, baby.
I figured we could probably light it up, but maybe we should figure out something before that. Doc, are you saying this is a UFO? Or, because I thought it was a ROV.
No. I'm saying this is how they tried to do UFOs. It didn't work out. But, yeah. In Area 51, that's what they did. Don't wait. That's just an example. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you don't. If you know, you know. So, I mean, I just want to say about the explosions, and Dog's gonna hold up the duffel bag and.
Oh, okay, so we have quite a few people for Team Explosion. Should we try to figure out what this ROV can do before we explode it? And do you think that they'd be able to put it together again if we did explode it?
Well, there is something called the infinite monkey theorem. And if we leave them alone long enough, then they're probably going to get it eventually. We might not be alive, but they might get it eventually. And I'm going to hazard a guess. I'm seeing some quantum computations over there, some computers and racks. It looks like ROV piloting. Now, I'm just going to take a stab in the dark, get it, because it's a cave. That, if they get this hooked up with the quantum shumidadoo and the ROV pilot and these servers, this thing might become sentient without a pilot.
Oh, we can't have that.
I'm just taking a stab in the dark. I don't know. But given my knowledge, just hazarding a guess. Because you look around here, you see any of them that would be good at piloting a ROV?
So you think the thing is going to operate independently?
Maybe. Again, infinite monkeys. It could take 50 years. It could take, 30 minutes. I don't know.
I mean, they have a whole racks of servers from a mental institution in Black Site where they were torturing people. So if it does become sentient and that's what its memories are based on, then we got problems.
Again, I'm not saying that would happen. You'd have to ask the big man in the sky with the nice microphone
Thor?
and voice. Yeah. But I'm just stabbing in the dark here. And then after going Rain Man, Dog's gonna kind of like a jolt.
So it'll be kind of like a master mold from those X-Men cartoons from the before days then. But psychotic. Okay. Has anybody else ever seen one of these before? Like, what do we do? Do we just hit the weak points? I don't see any, glowing dots like they would have in any other, what looks to be a boss fight.
I mean, it sounds like we've got at least 2 targets. We got to take out all the quantum machines just in case. Hope that disables it. And if it doesn't, we got to take it on. And is this the thing that they are praying to? Because that's the other thing that worries the hell out of me.
Go ahead.
No, Doc, you keep going. You have some information that I didn't even know you had.
Well, I've looked at pictures before, and this thing kind of has a. I don't know if you've ever seen a picture of a guy named, I think it was Bart Reynolds, laying down. It's kind of in that position, and
I used to have that taped in my locker.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that are big fans of that, and this is a lot of people. So, hell, maybe they were all fans of Bart Reynolds, and they're trying to resurrect him.
Galen puts up the binoculars and starts looking for a mustache.
You know what? Why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check there, Galen?
That's a 4. I feel sure there's a bonus somewhere around here for it, but it ain't gonna help.
All right. So you go to check it out. You do not see a mustache. You do see a couple of the cult members. It seems like they are kind of hanging from slings, almost like not rappelling down the side of the head, but they're hanging there working on things, but you can't really see what they're working on.
Okay.
Okay, so we can explode it. We can hit everything in here with EMPs and then explode it, because that's extra repairs, right? Or I don't know. Like, if they have quantum computation and they knew that this thing existed over here from the facility, the black site that they were in, and they were worshiping it there, and then they knew to come here to the caves to dig it out and reconstruct it. Like, if we don't eradicate all of these fine technological folks, they will just continue to come back here or find another one, right?
I mean, I think there's not that many in the world, so they either made this or somebody has some splaining to do, because as far as I understand, and this is real, dark web type things, but the only people that should have these things of this size, at least, are actual nations. So how in the hell did they make one this big? And I'm assuming it's made out of pieces and parts. That's the only thing I can come up with.
Would it be helpful to grab one of the beings down there that look like they know what's up, somehow try to jam communications with the rest of them, because I assume it's kind of like a hive mind, and interrogate it after we blow up the rest of it?
I mean, we should understand where they came from as best we can, so we can at least try to put a stop to it all, yeah.
Right, and if it's all, techie up in the head anyways, like, we could probably have somebody hack inside of its mainframe and get any of the answers that we can't get from just asking it questions nicely or with the peaceful Molotovs.
I'm all for blowing things up for worth, but I'm also all for hacking things. I mean, if I get a giant rov, this is gonna be a wonderful day. If I get to blow up a giant rov, this is gonna be you know what? Either way, I think today is gonna be a good day.
Do you think we could learn how to drive the giant rov instead? It could be like Voltron.
Or like our pet.
I feel like we're definitely entering the million monkeys situation.
That's it. Right there. That's a one.
I'll form the head.
Oh my goodness. Out of character. Oh my God, you did that. There are 5 of us. I'm just saying.
There are 5 of us. You see where I'm going with it,
I mean,
I can change my plans for season 2.
And I'll form the head.
Yes, and we can take down corporations, all around with the kaiju-class.
I'll turn that on right now.
So it sounds like we want to do one of 2 things. We need to dismantle, or we need to make this thing unoperational so we don't have to fight it, for one thing. to do that, we need to take out those quantum computers at least. Can we at least steal one for ourselves? I'm just saying. We may need it, you know.
Can anyone here hack things, or do I have to call somebody?
Unless anybody learned hacking overnight, and he looks around. Anybody?
Doc starts slowly reaching for his machete.
Not that kind of hacking. It's not, you can't actually hack into things. Like, you can't hack a server by hitting it with a crowbar. Sorry, sadly.
Not.
I mean, I'm okay at it, but it's not my expertise.
I never could get those, those weird things that hackers wear to even try. So.
Oh, with an outfit problem?
Yeah, most of it. I have. Yeah, it's a lot. I like salvaging for that reason. You just break it apart and put it back together in a different way. It's fine.
Well, in that case, then we might need to call somebody of the paper variety.
Yeah, you should call your boyfriend.
I mean, okay.
And
wait, do you think he's my boyfriend?
I mean, it's.
I do think he is.
Do you think?
We haven't talked about it at all. I don't know. Should I ask him? Should I ask him now?
Now.
No, not now.
That's not.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Cool.
Timing and context.
Okay. And Drall's gonna pull out her glow, and she's gonna take a picture of what's directly in front of her. Can you hack some stuff? Smiley face.
You see the text bubbles pop up from Paperboy. The first.
Oh, sorry. You okay? Question mark.
The first text is just the word "what." The next text, the third text, actual. Fourth text, fuck. And then just a bunch of exclamation points.
Guys, I think it's going well. And she's gonna message him back. I know, super weird thing we found. Maybe alive, totally being excised from the ground by cultists. Super weird. Need you to hack a quantum computer if you can to help us out with this situation. And this is fine. Meme I sent to him.
So he responds, okay, first off, you can't actually hack quantum stuff. It's like super hard.
Okay.
But, and he's just, this is like him just typing like, he said, what? How safe are you? Can I call you?
She just immediately calls him.
Keep it down. Keep it down.
Stealthy.
Okay. What? That? Where are you? What is that thing? Is that?
Shh. So we're like in a cave, right? And so I blew it up. I blew it up with the rocket launcher. It was so cool. I never fired one before. Oh my god! Yeah.
You blew up the giant robot, and that's why it's all fucked up.
No. Let me back up. Okay. We got into here, okay? Because I blew up a hole in the cave, right? Oh, maybe not because I did, but anyway, I did anyway, and that was really cool, and I just need you to know that part. But so these guys down here, so we get to this place, right? And it's crawling with cultist guys, really suspicious characters, nefarious beings and all such, right? And they are digging out this giant fucking rover or something, right?
Okay.
It's huge. Fucking huge.
Okay.
And it's in parts and stuff.
Okay. They're digging it out. They're trying to. It's been buried. Something happened to it.
The shovel size. Can you imagine?
That'd be a real big shovel. Yeah.
Real fucking big shovel.
You'd probably need another giant rover to dig out a buried giant rover. So is there another one somewhere?
Oh, fuck. Guys, what if there's another one somewhere? I don't know. That's really fucked up. I never thought of that before. What if it has a twin?
Can you try to get me a better picture of like its head and its body or anything?
Yeah, but why? You just curious, or?
I mean, there's only supposed to be like 12 of these in existence. And there's rumors about other ones, but if that one's buried, is it an old one? Is it an abandoned one? Was it like that doesn't make sense to me. So maybe some better pictures would help me understand what's going on.
Okay, cool. That's just going to inspire the picture quality that you get. So since you really need it, it's going to be super helpful. I'll get like Galen to put his glow light on it or something.
Okay.
Really light it up.
Yeah, maybe get a ring light. Can you get like one of those ring lights and try to? Like,
no, I cannot get a ring light right now. We're in a fucking cave.
Can someone run over like with one of those reflecting umbrella thingies and like in the corner? And is that a thing? Can you?
I want to make you happy, but I feel like you have unrealistic expectations.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm really not trying to be difficult.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I just called you and I was like, hey, PB, can you fix this for me? Thanks, babe. Bye. Oh, I didn't say that.
Yeah. Didn't say what?
Nothing.
Okay.
Are you okay? Are you good?
We're fine. Yeah.
Good.
Everything's fine here.
Are you drinking water today? Like you're hydrating? Okay.
Yeah. I'm good. What? Okay, so pictures, yes. You said something about hacking. I can't hack quantum stuff. I mean, it's like very vaguely possible, but the whole point of quantum stuff is that you can't hack it. Like that's why it exists.
PB, do you know anyone who might be able to or might have more information about what we're dealing with right now? Because we're like in the heat right now. Like we're in the fucking weeds, my guy. Like we gotta go out guns blazing, or we gotta do something big about this right now.
Okay, what is your goal though? Are you trying to just destroy everything? Are you trying to get more information? Are you trying to figure out what they're using it for, or what's going on? Because that kind of informs what we can do together on this.
Hey guys, all I can think about is like blowing it up. So I don't think I'm in the clear mind. What is our goal? What is our goal? Here. And Drall just passes over her glow to B.
Hi, PB. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hi. There's a giant. Did you know there's a giant robot in that room with you?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a giant robot in here. We got a bunch of those. You remember the thing that we found down by the generators at Solace?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of them in here, and they're the ones that are rebuilding this giant ROV.
Okay. Wait. That's interesting.
Right.
Because what we saw on the one that was here in Solace was it was like a whole bunch of mismatched parts. And they were like super into modifying themselves. Maybe they're trying to like modify that thing or copy it or like use it as a blueprint or something.
Or use quantum computation to do something with it. Dog thinks that they're trying to make it maybe sentient, if that's a possibility.
I don't know if that's a thing, but they could like maybe be trying to talk to it if it has memory banks or something.
So, okay, that's good information. Especially since I'm assuming there's not a lot of these.
Oh no, there's like 12.
Okay.
In the world. They're like used for parades and shit. I got candy once. Yeah, they were like throwing candy. Some guy was like at the top of one of them and he was like chucking it with a big cannon. One of my friends got a t-shirt and I really wanted a t-shirt, but I didn't get a t-shirt. I just got some candy.
Okay.
I'll get you a t-shirt.
We can get everybody t-shirts and candy after this. So let me paint the picture really quick. They have the computers from the black site that we went to. I'm sure that Drall might have mentioned some of those things. We have a bunch of these tech beings. I don't know what we're calling them right now, but I'm open to suggestions. And this giant rov. And I know... Yes?
B, while you are explaining this, you are holding Drall's glow. You are kind of gesturing out to the room, looking at it. Remember how when you first walked in, it was like swirling chaos. All of these little groups of the cult members, like it seemed like they were all working on individual projects. Like maybe these 5 or 6 over here were doing a thing, and those 10 over there were doing a thing, and this group of 3 was just like cutting through a line, like going from one point to another, kind of bumping people out of the way. It was just chaos, right?
Right.
As you are standing here explaining this to Paperboy, you suddenly see that almost like a click, like a switch got thrown. Suddenly, everyone is kind of moving, not in sequence, not in lockstep, but it seems like suddenly everyone is cooperating better and communicating better. You notice that the volume has dropped a little bit. You notice that these different groups seem to be collaborating a little bit more. Maybe 2 groups are partnered up on one thing. When one group is carrying a big load of salvage from kind of the dump site, the other groups part the waters a little bit and let them get there. It's weird.
Oh,
it's not like it's not like exactly. It's not like everyone is working exactly as a robot, exactly in lockstep. They're not mimicking each other, but you notice that shift.
Is there any other like visual cue that would have been seen at the same time that the shift happened?
Oh, I feel like that's a good perception check right there.
Let me roll better than Galen.
That would be great. It would be super helpful for you for so many reasons.
I love that you're rooting for me, but it also makes me very nervous.
I mean, I have been writing a lot of notes down here that no one else can see about other things that are happening, so...
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
All right.
Big bucks, no whammy.
Big bucks, no whammy. All right, hold on. I'm trying to do mental math really quick.
So hard.
I got 21.
Holy moly. Now I have to do mental math. Okay. So yes, as you are seeing this, you're kind of taken aback for a moment. Because like you're explaining this to Paperboy and suddenly like you don't see it right away.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start to see it and you're still talking to Paperboy, but your brain is like catching up to process what you're seeing. So you start to talk a little bit less as like you wait, that is, and then like you're observing it, but you're trying to still talk to him. So you're kind of like these 2 thoughts are conflicting with each other. You fall silent. You're looking around. Paperboy, you like hear his voice come out. Hey, what? Hey, what? But you're locked in. You see 2 things. 2 things draw your eye. 1, the server racks, not the ones on the main floor, but there were a few of them scattered around this upper level that you're on. You see that those are now like active. You see running lights on all of them. Like little power lights are all blinking on now, whereas before they were dark. The second thing you see is that on the skeleton of this giant rover. There are like kind of one of its shoulders, and then some of the wires running from one of the shoulders up to part of its head. Like the plates have all been ripped off. You just see kind of skeletal structure under there and a bunch of pieces that you're kind of too far away to really easily identify. But that part of it, just that one little quadrant slice sector of this thing, also has some active lights.
Oh. Okay. Hold on, PB. Guys, are you seeing the same things that I am? The servers up here are on now, and part of that ROV is now blinking, and everybody is moving like they are communicating.
I'm starting to lean towards blow it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're moving pretty fast. PB.
Me? Yes. Hi. What's going on? Is everything okay?
No.
Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh, biscuits.
As we were talking, it looks like they have booted up some more of their servers and part of the ROV as well. And now they are able to communicate with whatever is in their brains or what have you.
Ooh.
I think we're going to blow it up.
Okay. Well, I mean, that sounds dangerous. You said you're in a cave. The caves fall down when they blow up, so that's scary.
We have 2 explosive experts and a fuck ton of C4 as well as a duffel bag of other explosives. I think we could do it safely.
Okay.
As long as they don't see us.
Okay. Well, I mean, if that's what you want to go for, awesome.
Is there anything that we should grab for further research before we blast this motherfucker?
I mean, that's a tough question to answer. Like,
you have 5 seconds.
Oh dear. I mean, it depends on what we want to do. It depends on what we want to do. It depends on what we're trying to find out. Do we want to talk to them? Do we want to get some of their brains? Do we want to get some of their communication devices with each other? We could maybe get some of these quantum things that you've seen out, or maybe try to get some of any other equipment that they're using. Oh my god, I'm out of seconds. I don't know.
Listen, PB.
What? I'm out of seconds. I can't do anything. We got nothing.
I'm giving you extra seconds. Hold on. We want motive. We want the ability to stop whatever they're doing, because obviously it's dangerous. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
And maybe also to be able to understand the quantum technology for ourselves.
Okay.
If we
Hold
get
on.
2 of the 3, that's fine with me. I don't know about the rest of you, team.
And he took his hoodie and kind of pulled it up, and he's like kind of over his eyeballs, and he's kind of holding on to the edge of it, and he's like, okay. So ideally, it seems like they are talking to each other in some way. They're communicating in some way. If we are going to learn anything about who they are or what they're doing, we have to ask them. We have to talk to them, whether it is capturing them or interrogating them or taking some of their brains out. But they're also super dangerous.
Don't we still have the one that blinked into the base?
Yeah, but he's non-functional. He's non-operational. He's completely inert.
You might want to double check.
Check.
Okay, I will do that.
Just saying, if they all just came online,
oh,
you might have a problem in the command center.
Oh
no.
Oh no. And if he's listening right now, what? go check on that. Oh, that's scary. What if they're in the room? Okay.
Don't panic.
Okay. I'm gonna figure that out.
Server stacks?
Yes, that one.
Okay.
And anything that might have some sort of like documentation of the steps or their information path or their exchange or something that they've been doing, like that would be good.
Okay. We'll try. Be safe. I'm handing you back to Drall. Don't break yourself.
Okay.
And he's gonna hand the glow over and be like, I think I broke your boyfriend. I'm sorry.
Is he my boyfriend? Hebe?
What? Shh. There might be a robot in here with me. I gotta be quiet.
Okay, just be careful, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, you get this.
Weapon?
What? No. No, I mean other people do. I just type things. I don't pew things.
I know. Maybe go like. Just stay safe, okay?
Shh. Okay, yeah, we'll be safe. I'll be. Shh. Okay, I'm gonna be super quiet. I'm gonna go figure out what's going on, and you get the stuff, and then we'll figure it out.
Okay, I really like you, and I want to hang out with you more. So don't die, okay?
Okay. I mean, yeah. If as long as neither of us dies, we can do those things.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I want to do that. Yeah.
You? Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, but we can't die to do those things. So just.
Okay. Yeah, let's just.
Okay.
Okay. We should probably go. Okay.
Okay. Be good.
Okay. Be safe.
Okay. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Okay. Drall, you have a boyfriend now. Good job. Now, we need to...
I don't know if that's what that means. I need to consent first. But yeah. I'm breathing. I'm sweating a lot.
We'll process this after we get our asses out of
bed. Yeah. Okay. Well, what do you want me to do?
Congratulations.
I hope he lives. You know?
Yeah, me too. Because if he
really
doesn't...
suck, B.
Yeah, that'd be real sad.
I've had a boyfriend before, and then he dies before I get the chance to actually kiss his face or whatever. You do when you have a boyfriend? I don't know. Okay, focus. And she slaps herself at the head a little bit. Okay. What do you want? What do you want me to blow up?
I have a lot of questions for you later, but now is not the time. Okay, so PB said we need to find the documentation on how they know what to do with all of this bullshit and grab some of the servers or server racks as much as we can before exploding this shit and getting the fuck out of here. I don't know about you guys, but I'm of the mind of pulling whatever we can from up here, maybe seeing if we can find anything else that is not in their direct line of sight so that we don't have to deal with an entire angry hive of cult members. And
so they're all connected, is what you're saying?
Do you see them moving down there?
Yeah, I do. I don't know why. I thought asking the question would make it less real. Okay, cool. So grab the things.
Yeah, if we can pull the information somehow from other places. Sorry, God's making a lot of noise over with his microphone right now.
I'm sorry. It's a thunderstorm. There's also a thunderstorm.
Inside a cave. This is terrifying. There's probably going to be a tornado sometime.
And a flood.
Too. And a flood. As long as the frogs don't come, I think we're fine. If we can pull any information remotely, that would be awesome. I don't want the rest of the hive. And then Mox and I can figure out how to, get some C4 on over to the pinch points so that we can blow this shit up and be safe while doing it. I do have arrows that I can put C4 on like we used to. I have EMP arrows. I have explodey arrows. I got all sorts of shit. We just need to figure out how we're going to do this. And I need your guys' input because I'm a little out of my depths right now and I'm kind of freaking out.
Well, I think the easiest thing might be if we need to disable the ROV in case it comes out and wants to fight. So we need C4 on it. So we can take out limbs, we can take out things like that. You know,
Should we
I don't
also-
think an arrow to the knee is going to do it, but
Can Robs even get married?
an arrow to the knee?
Yeah, you never played Skyrim. Never mind.
No, you take it with the EMP arrow. It takes it offline.
Did you just ask if I could get married?
Robs. You're not a Rob.
Oh, I thought you said Mox. I heard Mox. I was very confused why you thought I couldn't get married. Like,
Mox.
it's 2099. It's a progressive time.
Mox, I'm sure you can get married, and I am excited to be at your and Dog's wedding. Don't you worry.
All right, we haven't quite left.
Yes, I know.
Put pressure
It's gonna
on
push
things.
along.
Whoa! Whoa, you're let's slow down.
Not the time. Well, hold on. We'll talk about this later as we talk about Drall's new relationship as well. Galen and I can just be the
sounding board. We can be the sounding board. Yeah.
We'll be the mediators and all that good stuff. Anyways, so no explosive arrows, just to the knee, right?
I think.
What about an EMP?
No, here's the thing. I think. How much C4 do you have, Mox?
While he is checking that, Galen, can you give me a tactics check?
I'm going to use the other dice. Not much better. Hey, I got a reroll though.
You do.
While he's rolling that, just to give you the count,
God damn.
I have 6 healthy doses of C4 and 10 sticks of dynamite. And a reusable rocket launcher.
And does Dog have any C4 in his duffel?
Oh, let me check. I'll start digging through.
Might just be power bars and fruit snacks in there.
There's one.
Fruit by the foot.
45.
Some Gatorades.
I mean, if you roll it out, if you roll out the plastique, it does turn into fruit by the foot. It's just.
Oh, you remember to pat my fruit by the foot. Thank you, babe.
Remember String Thing? Anyone remember String Thing?
Yes.
Ain't no C4 in here.
All right. That's an 11 on tactics, by the way.
Okay.
These dice are getting fired. Our new dice sponsor can't get here fast enough.
All right. So while all of this input is coming at you, Galen, you take a breath. You think about it. You think about old missions that you have run and been part of. And you think about how some of them were about getting in and getting out with items and information. And you think about how some of them were about causing a lot of damage. You look at the area you're in, you look at the cave. You're not sure from this vantage point how many exit points the cave has. So you immediately are concerned from a tactical combat standpoint about if your goal is to destroy these things, eliminate them, prevent them from doing things in the future, there are too many exit points to do that with any kind of certainty.
To just bury it, you mean?
Yeah. That's what you go to next. Like you think trying to eliminate these people individually is too risky because you can't even see how many tunnels. You don't even know if there's hidden tunnels. Like unless you got a better map of the area, you're not sure if you could successfully eliminate the cult unless you just collapsed the entire cave and buried everybody. You also know, though, that it would be probably easy to grab some of these pieces of information tech off of these server racks that are up here. Because right now, even though y'all have been here talking for, 30 minutes or so, no one's up here yet. No one's really paid attention to you.
I mean, we're gonna have to. Galen's thought when it kind of comes to this is to neutralize as many of the issues as possible to buy ourselves some time for backup. We are outnumbered, but we know some people who could help us. But we got to get things into a advantageous position just in case.
Mm-hmm.
So if we've got some C4 to take out the legs, for instance, there's a less chance that we have to fight this thing where it can walk on us. There's better chance that we can actually hit other parts of it. You see where I'm coming from, y'all?
That's why you were talking about an arrow to the knee.
Right.
Question for y'all. Do Robs have separate servos for each limb? Is it kind of like how we ended up rebuilding Argos and Umbra?
Yes. I mean, everything, most Robs can move independently.
Mm-hmm.
And some with incredible agility and speed.
Okay. And we have what looks to be the way they all communicate up here with us. So we could deactivate those and make it so that there's not as much of a hive mind right now. Maybe. We don't know yet. After we pull what we need from them. So we can incapacitate what we can on the Rov, and then also try to incapacitate them. And should we call somebody for help?
If anything, they can help us clean up and understand what's going on. Also, they just happen to have some cool-ass Robs. We may need some firefight. I'm just saying. It might take them a minute to get here, but we could use some extra ammo.
Yeah, and what about that one lady that really likes dog? Who does the hacky stuff?
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
Okay, I think... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, let's just make a phone call real quick.
Okay.
You know who and you know where.
Galen, while you're making this phone call, is everyone else just kind of... We're all sticking together. No one's taking any actions yet until we kind of get some information from this phone call?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just want to confirm. that no one's, going rogue and grabbing a rocket launcher.
That's not suspicious also.
All right, so Galen, are you calling our friend Mercury?
Yep.
All right, 2 rings.
Unless
and
Solace has got an army lying around.
You don't know. You're a visitor.
True. I'm going with what information I got.
If only there was someone in Solace you could have called.
Well,
Things happen.
She's not here right now.
They're off on a mission that they only told you about.
All right, so 2 rings and Mercury answers. Did you do a voice call or a video call?
Video call.
All right. He is sitting at a desk, and you see him typing away, working very much like Paperboy works. You see in the background 3 or 4 different monitors, multiple AR displays, and he has a very stylish pair of like AR goggles, and he is pushing them up on his forehead to answer the call. Oh, hey buddy, what's going on?
Keep it down, please.
I mean, you got the volume control on your glow, but okay.
No.
Okay.
Here's where I'm going. And he turns the glow around and points it to the Rav. You seeing what I'm seeing?
Oh. Okay. So I take it you found what the cyber cult was working on.
Impossibly worshipping? Question mark.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. So is this just a show and tell call? Is this get my advice call? Like what do you need? What can I do?
We're gonna need some firepower, friend. And hey, whatever's left over, we can, split up and make work.
Oh, so this is a call in the troops phone call.
I mean, we're in the hornet's nest at this point.
Okay, hold on. And you see him doing some stuff on a screen. Okay, I'm pinging your location. Okay, the kids would take way too long to get there. I can maybe, okay, he's like going through some options real quick. Okay, I'm trying to think how fast I can get people there. I can maybe throw down like some of the drones, some of the pilots. It's not going to be quick though. Like, are you about to engage them? Can you wait? Like, I mean, even as fast as I can get there, we're still looking at hours, not minutes.
I don't know if we've got hours. They all activated just now. Not because we're here, but they activated.
Activated. Like they did something different than what they've been doing? Something new?
Yeah, you know how they were kind of erratic and scattered and just kind of doing whatever they wanted to do, right?
Yeah, Rail said something about that.
Yeah, now they act like they got one brain.
That's bad. That's real bad.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, hold on. Do what you're gonna do, but try to be cool. I will. Let me get a hold of somebody. Maybe Rail has some people down there that he can work with, that we can send someone over. I'll do what I can. Stand by. I'll get back to you. Be safe.
Well, I'll be as safe as we can.
And he signs off.
All right. He kind of looks back over at everybody. It's like, it might be a while for the backup. So, if they come close, we got to open up, right? We've got to take some sort of action at this point.
Dog's holding up
I guess.
Mox pulls out or gestures to one of the many pieces of weaponry that he has been dragging around ever since he got to have a wish list just be fulfilled. And one of them is a sweeper machine gun.
So if you all would just want me to rain down hell like some covering fire, like we can just like make this a party. Anyone have any beers? Like while we're here? I mean, we're just... No one? Wrong time. All right. So I'm fully prepared to make things go boom in whatever capacity and whenever you all need. Just point me the direction.
I mean, we need to disable the big boy. If that's what's running things, we need to disable the big boy. By disabling the big boy, we're gonna kick the hornet's nest.
They're gonna be so mad.
They are going to be very upset with us.
We'll need to make sure that we have like an exit strategy if we kick the hornet's nest so hard that they start coming at us a little too fast.
Now, here's a thought. Trace, dog, gears up. Trace that cable to the leg, like Galen said. Because without legs, it can't run. You find where that's going, you blow it up. Now, if you want, if they start running, I can go beforehand and camp out on the top of this last cave entrance like I did. Then I can plant some dynamite, we can blow it up. Y'all run out. We can trap them in here. I don't know if that takes care of everything, but
it gives us more of a chance. As far as we know, we haven't seen any weapons on these guys, have we?
No.
No, but okay, this is out of character actually. I remember that the DJs didn't want to deal with them because they were too much when they were back at the black site.
Yes. What they told you, what some of the reports that Rail gave you, that the cavern system underneath the black site was like lined with booby traps, explosives, pitfalls, that kind of thing. He did say they got into a few little tussles with them, and they were like not quite mindless running at you holding explosives, wanting everybody to go in the moment, but they were quick and fast. And if there was a fight, it was a tough fight. That being said, you don't see any of them walking around with machine guns and shotguns right now.
So there's a chance that we can at least hold them off for a little while. The other thing that I could think through too is EMPs have a blast radius. If we destroy enough of the pieces and parts on this cult, then they can't be as fast as they want to.
So I could fire some of the EMP arrows into the concentrated areas of where the hive minds are.
Good, yeah.
Okay, got it.
We'll just set off some chain reactions and just see what happens. And then I like Dog's plan of dynamite, blowhole, run.
Do you want me to throw grenades in as we're heading out? Like, what do you want me to do?
I mean, the covering fire from mocks and grenades, so long as they go far enough away from us, is not a terrible idea.
Cool.
I mean, the theorem is that with the infinite monkey theorem, the more monkeys you destroy, the closer to infinity it takes to get it figured out. More monkeys means less closer to infinity, so just kill them monkeys. That sounded wrong. Kill those robots.
Robots.
Go team.
I think this is we've got to disable it, because if it gets to be, so here's the problem. If it gets to be sentient and it gets to be out there, I don't know if even the DJs have enough firepower at the moment to stop it. That's the problem that I have. So I feel like that's why we need to take some sort of action.
I mean, the longer we talk about it, the more organized they have the possibility of getting. So,
yeah,
I think we need to skedaddle.
Yeah.
As you all are wrapping up, coming to this conclusion, Argos and Umbra have been sitting there, just kind of hanging out, watching. Argos, hey boss.
Yeah, what's going on, buddy? I totally forgot you fucking throwing like that word.
What do you want us to do? We're gonna do anything?
Oh, absolutely. Look, just wait. Don't worry. You're absolutely going to do something.
okay.
All right. I'm just still waiting for instructions from them so I can pass them on to you. Think of me like a explosive middleman in this equation right here.
Okay.
You know, I'm not a decision maker, and clearly neither are you, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
We're just going to do what they tell us to do right now.
Because, I mean, like, I can see what they're doing with the communication lines and all that stuff, and I can look in the caves.
Great. You know what?
Yeah,
I have
or I could go over there where they're kind of digging up some different parts, and I could take this one with me. And
my
whatever.
good associate Argos here just had a wonderful idea, and perhaps we should send them with their new upgrades and the active camo to see if they can, figure out a little bit more information and see exactly where might be vulnerable.
Yeah, I mean, I can see all the lines of communication that are going back and forth, and can kind of follow it and trace it.
Can you show us?
Sure. You want to?
Mox pulls out his glow.
Oh yeah, here you go. I didn't know you needed it. I've been watching it this whole time.
You're doing great. We're still learning. We're still learning.
It was really cool. Like a few minutes ago, it just all kind of lit up like Christmas tree. It was real neat.
A few minutes ago, when?
Oh, like when you were talking to that weirdo on the phone, it's kind of spaz on the phone, and then you got real scared. Yeah, back then.
Mox is going to turn and look at Drall.
So, fun fact, apparently, one of a few possible options occurred, but the result was the same. Whenever you contacted PBBF, whatever the fuck his name is, useless. Now, they're suddenly, how was that you so eloquently phrased? The communications are lit up like a Christmas tree, which I almost forget what a tree is. But, do you think, Drall, that might be because of Paperboy?
Or maybe it's because
I triggered on our signal?
the usage of the glow and they picked up on a signal that was going out.
Looking at the glow information from Argos right now and also pulling it up and expanding it so that the rest of the group can see it.
Because it's possible that they already know we're here.
So we should leave faster?
Cool. So you are looking at... It's not really a map of the room you're in. It's kind of like a sketch of the room almost. Like Argos took a picture, kind of shrunk it down and put like a little drawing overlay on top of it. You see that Argos has highlighted the towers up here on the ledge that you're on, which you kind of knew about. You see that he has highlighted them all, and he has basically drawn arrows. There's a group of 3 towers over to the left and another group of 3 towers over to the right, even though they're kind of equally spaced on this ledge that you're on around this entire cavern. But he's like circled 3 of them and drawn an arrow down to one big, almost like node or module on the floor, on the cavern floor. And the other 3 he circled and drawn to another one on the other side of the cavern floor. And then from those modules on the ground, he kind of drew, like, the Wi-Fi symbol? He kind of drew that out from them. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, so, this is how they're all talking to each other right now. Yeah, I've been listening this whole time because y'all were just kind of yapping a little bit. These guys are nuts.
I'll go summarize what you've overheard.
Well,
come on, ChatGPT. That's one of the things you can do is summarize this information. You can put that into AI. So Argo should be able to, right?
That's kind of insulting. I know that was part of the history of my development is my intelligence, but that's really insulting.
Look, I apologize. I'm still learning about manners with AI.
That version back then was just, really terrible. It was kind of consuming itself like a cannibal. We've come a long way. So, we can work on this together, but let's not insult each other.
Why don't you show me what you can do then?
Yeah. I'm going to call you Monkey Man.
That's
Monkey
fine.
Man.
You know what? I've been called Whiff by Beta.
That's true. All right. Hey. All right. So, they're talking to each other. They're talking mostly about what they're trying to build. Mostly about what they're trying to put together. It gets a little bit confusing because they use all these weird abbreviations and kind of like some stuff I'm not really quite sure about. I haven't really deciphered, but it seems like at the end of the day, they're just trying to get this thing to talk to them. Like they're trying to get it functional so it can give them instructions.
So it can give them instructions.
Yeah. They keep kind of repeating some different stuff. Like they're talking to each other about what they're doing and bring this part over here and hey, do you have that tool and I need this cord, I need this equipment, that kind of normal stuff when you're working on a job like as a group project kind of thing. But then they kind of talk about when will When will we get the mission? When will we get the missives from the master? When will our worship be paid off? You know, when will we get our reward? You know, blah 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 blah. It's really repetitive. It's really boring.
I think we found either their god or their messiah.
Let's blow it up.
Call me Pontius Pilate. No? No one? All right.
Yes.
Yes, Pontius. I'll call you whatever you want, baby.
Argo, do me a favor. Keep your ears open for anything that might sound the alarm bells that they might be on to where we are.
Wait, what?
Keep listening to see if they find out that we're here. But
I
also,
I got you. What?
Do you think, have you found a weakness in their communication system? Maybe that might be exploited.
I mean, if it's off, they can't talk real good.
That is a brilliant, yes, great, yes. Can we turn it off?
I don't know if there's an off switch. I haven't gone over to look at them, but you know, you could fuck them up.
All in favor of the puppies' plan of fuck them up?
Aye.
It's weird seeing a dog shrug, but Argos kind of shrugs a little bit.
Does he shrug with like both sets of legs?
No.
Two Cerceros go eat, and like this body just kind of goes down like.
All right, send them in then.
All right. Are you going to be sending Umbra too?
Yeah, Umbra's pretty sneaky, and I'm assuming Umbra can see some of the same things that Argos can see. I just probably should have put in some AI. What I am going to do, though, instead of that is screen what Umbra is seeing and also see if Umbra can maybe use some of that sonar too, see if we have any other cave entrances, exits, any other, equipment, and if anything, I know that Umbra has a little bit of a shocking kiss as well as a very strong bite, and now can do flamethrower stuff, so I think it should be fine. Let's send in the babies.
And remember that you did have both of them map the way into the cavern that you're in now.
That is true.
So you do have a partial map of the cave system, just not a full map.
Would the sonar help with that?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
So do you want to send them off together to do the same thing, or do you want to send them on two different missions?
Okay, player brain says two different missions. Understanding GM brain says send them together.
I don't know what I'm doing half the time, so if you can figure it out better than me, go for it.
I mean, we're all cosplaying as adults here. It's fine. I'll send Umbra separately then.
Okay.
Before B sends Umbra out, though, B's gonna be like, okay, Umbra, sit, stay, and then take Umbra's giant metal head in their hands and kiss Umbra on the forehead, and then pat on top and be like, okay, this is the big deal. You gotta be safe. You gotta send all the information and do whatever you need to be quiet, sneaky, and also eat some motherfuckers. I don't care. We'll figure it out, okay? We're all gonna get out of this. Just be careful.
Umbra nods and goes off on the mission.
Now, while they're away, should we, cause some trouble so they don't get caught quite as easily?
Mox is going to be using his Gauss rifle and glow, specifically the GPS aspect from Argos, to, on his cybernetic eye, use the GPS to follow exactly where Argos is, even though he's camoed.
Yeah.
But is going to lie down at a good vantage point so that he can follow along with where Argos is going, should he need to eliminate anybody.
And what was Argos's mission? Because we sent him on different ones, right? Unless I just completely spaced out for a second.
No, I mean, the one Argos was wanting to do was go see if there was a way that he could quietly disable their communications.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, perfect. So we will start with a stealth check for each drone.
$13 for Argos. Does active camo at all influence that?
Yeah, I think it does.
Hey, game designer.
Yeah, it gives you a. It gives you a. It gives you a. Gives you a piece to it.
I am also.
Something happening intentionally?
No, it was not.
It looks like it's either a +4 or a +8 to stealth.
So I don't use it.
+4 while moving, +8 while still.
So that would take to a 17 while moving, 21 while not.
Okay.
8. Okay, so then I have an 18 while moving and a 22 while not for Umbra.
Okay. Let me just write down some stuff here real fast. Sorry. Okay, cool. The two drones head off. Looking through your glows, looking however you've hooked it up, if you have it going into your watcher feed or whatnot. Umbra sets off. First, she kind of goes back along the tunnel that you entered this cavern in. And then there was an offshoot. And it's almost like it's way too small for a person to use. So she is like kind of sliding through this little offshoot. You see her scrambling up, climbing kind of almost sideways on one of the walls. She's kind of scrabbling along the ceiling. So she's like twisty-turny through this little side cavern that definitely would never fit a person. So you don't even know if anybody knew about it. So she's just like kind of worming her way through. And then you see her kind of pop out into a big tunnel. You see her like look around, take some sonar radar, scramble off again. And on your display, you had the map when you were following the drones into the cavern when you entered it. And that is just kind of expanding out as she is going. Argos is going over to one of the server towers, like one of the ones on this ridge that you're up on. And Argos starts nosing around, and he actually extends like some little cable port manipulators, and he starts engaging with some of these things, trying to manipulate them and not like plug into them to hack them like R2D2 would in a SCOMP port. But he's like trying to figure it out. So he doesn't have an answer yet, but he's working on it. From both of the feeds, you see that no one seems to be observing them right now, but you're not sure. While they are doing that, what are the human people doing?
Mox is still keeping an eye through his watcher on Argos. And
perfect.
Any activity from the individuals that can be seen that might indicate that someone has noticed something.
So you're kind of on standby if someone reacts to the drones or to you as a crew to start engaging.
Correct.
Perfect. What about everyone else?
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No.
Oh. Dog's gonna, after hearing that plan and the drones going off, be like, was the thing with me blowing up the tunnel entrance, are we still doing that? Like, was that what we need? Or am I throwing stuff? What's that? What am I doing? Are we caving this in? What y'all need? What do we want? Are we running? Nothing for dog.
I
No, you
think
go
having
ahead,
a good
Drall. I'm
way
watching.
of getting out is good. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were like planting what we could and then kind of like getting as far back as we could, then blowing it up if we got any interference. Like I pew 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 with my plasma pistol, and then we get all the information, we get the fuck out. I mean,
okay. So y'all want me to seal it? Yeah, we want to leave and seal it up, or I mean. I'm just asking because if I gotta go climb some stuff, plant some stuff.
I feel like that's a good idea. I mean, it's obviously up to everyone else, but I don't want it coming out after us. I don't want them coming out after us.
Okay. Dogs.
I'm not the leader here. Talk to Galen.
Hey, you're smarties. Yeah. Dog's gonna pick up the duffel bag and give like a cheeky little salute to Drall. Like, thanks, boss.
So it sounds like you want to walk out the tunnel you used to get to this cavern, planting some explosives along the way to cover your exit.
That is a better idea than what I had. Yeah. Let's go with that.
That was just how I interpreted what was being said.
In my mind, Dog was climbing back on top of the cavern, like the entryway, and planting dynamite in the top to cave it in. But that's also, it's a cave, so that's also a very good idea. So that's less climbing and faster.
All right. Why don't you give me 3 demolitions checks?
Ooh, okay. True. Is that under... Are we doing intelligence for that?
Yeah, it's like a weapon proficiency, right?
I guess so. I think I have the old sheet. Because I'm looking at under skills.
Yeah, it's based off of intelligence. So it would just be D20 plus your intelligence.
Okay. First one is a 14.
Okay.
Second one is a 5. And the third one is a 9. Well then. We'll see if this works.
Don't forget you got rerolls.
You do have rerolls.
True. Let's reroll that 5.
Okay.
Oh, heavens. That's a 4.
All right.
Dog's just doing his best to jam this dynamite into the dirt, and it's just not jamming.
So you are absolutely planting the dynamite where you want it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're making your way out the cave as you go. What about the rest of us? What are we doing?
Oh my god.
Drall is just kind of standing there, dumbfounded, holding her plasma pistol? Question mark. Yep. And she puts her hands over her head, holding her pistol. I am really out of my depth here. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Is he doing the right thing? Are we gonna die?
I mean, that's not the plan for any of us to die, but there is always that chance. We are opening fire on a large amount of people.
Yeah, that's my worry.
Galen is going to try to creep and get in a little bit closer just to see what he can see from over there, and to kind of, if Mox is pointed one way with his gun, Galen's going to be pointed the other way, almost as in a way to try to cover Dog as best he can. He doesn't have the best weaponry for that, but he's going to try to give him a little bit of cover as much as he can.
Okay. How about you both, Mox and Galen, both give me a perception check.
We're just going to keep spending rerolls. Fuck it.
Okay.
12.
That was worse. Let's go with 10.
Okay. Perfect. All right, so Mox, you kind of have your attention split right now. You're both looking at the cavern and the group. But you're also looking through Argos's vision. So you're really splitting your attention. Argos is nosing around one of the server towers. He has not sent you anything to indicate he has an answer yet, but it's not like anyone has seen him. So you're kind of watching him do it. You're also watching the sight lines to him to see if anybody reacts to him. Out of the other eye, you kind of see Galen shifting his position a little bit. And Galen seems to be taking like a corner where he can cover the tunnel that you used to enter the cavern, kind of to protect that and cover that. What you catch, Mox, as you're back and forth, you suddenly see a flash of motion. And you try to focus in on it. You see that something is shifting and moving in it kind of like in the rocks above you, in the ceiling somehow. And right as you see that, Galen, I need you to make a dodge roll, please.
This will go swimmingly. Yeah.
Well, it's probably going to be fine based on what I just rolled.
Well, is it more than a 10?
Oh, it is far less than a 10, my friend. And actually what happens here is, this is great. So there's a flash of movement, and then suddenly there's an explosion. Galen, your fighter instinct kicks in, something out of the corner of your eye, your periphery. You roll out of the way suddenly to see that there was a gun mount, a machine gun mount in the ceiling, and it just backfired and exploded. But what that alerts you to is, now that you see it, you also see that at seemingly random points all around the rest of the cavern, there are similar gun mounts. Some of them are in the ceiling, some of them are on the cavern walls beneath you, some of them are on the cavern floor that the cult is now moving around. And just like earlier, you saw all of those kind of communication lines click on the servers, you see some sort of communication line click on all of these gun mounts. And that's how you observe them now, because there's little lights popping on, blipping on all around the cavern. This one, though, because all of them are so shoddily made with the scrap that the cult loves to use, exploded when it activated.
That's good. But does that actually alert anybody else down there, though?
I feel like we need another check for that. I feel bad making you roll because you've had real bad luck so far.
This has gone so well tonight.
Yeah.
This one's a 17 at least. That's a good
one.
one.
I love it. I love it. So you roll out of the way, some molten slag hits the ground right where you were laying. You immediately kind of pop up to your knee and take that very practiced tactical scan of a room that you are so used to. You identify the gun mounts in your immediate area. Your threat radar picks up on those a little bit. The majority of the rest of the room is still focused and working. But there is one small group that has turned towards your position on the ridge. This one, as opposed to before when none of them seemed like they were moving like in lockstep like a group, you see this group actually kind of stop and turn in unison towards your direction and look up towards you and start walking towards like kind of a ramp that is not like walking straight up to you, but they're moving your direction and they're coming your way.
Do you want me to take them out loud, or do we want to try to do this quiet? We need to make a decision now.
I could take them out with the EMP arrow. It would take the entire group out, and it shouldn't alert anybody else.
Do it.
Okay. All right. And B's gonna whip out their survival bow and take aim with an EMP arrow.
Give me a shot.
Okay, hold on, because I also have combat proficiencies with my bow. Okay. I got a 16 with my shot. Does that hit?
Were you aiming at one of them specifically, or were you aiming at the ground in front of them, or were you trying to like lead the shot so you would kind of they would walk into the radius as it exploded?
My hope would be that the EMP arrow is a burst as soon as it connects with something.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Right. So then B would be aiming center mass of the group with a little bit of a lead so that it would be like...
Gotcha. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No worries.
So yeah, here's what happens in that split second of like panic, oh my god, this is happening, moving into action. You grab the arrow, you fire it off. It goes in their direction. It flies a little bit higher than you intended. but that burst of EMP still goes off. So please roll your EMP damage for me.
Okay. That is... All right. I got an 8.
Cool. So what happens here is the arrow, you were aiming towards center mass, but you were moving so quickly in this moment of shifting into action, it hit the wall ahead of them, as opposed to like a little bit deeper to let them walk into that blast radius. There's that little pop and sizzle of blue light as the EMP bursts out. One of them crumples to the ground, and you see that their legs have stopped working. They're trying to do the army crawl, but they're not really moving. Yeah, Terminator style. Their legs have completely gone out. The rest of the group, and there's 4 more of them, are still moving.
Okay. Can I make another attack, or should we just... GTFO?
Does anybody else want to jump in real quick before... Yeah. Okay, go for it.
I want to back up B if I can.
Go for it.
With the...
You just want to target one of them with your plasma pistol?
Yes, I would.
All right, give me... Okay, plasma pistol. I think the one you have has 2 shots or just 1... Turn it up real fast. So do you want to just like fire at the lead one, or just do some pot shots? I think you have. Did you get the plasma cartridge revolver?
Yes.
It's the one that has 2 wild shots or 1 aim.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you could just do 2 random shots at the group and see what happens.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so give me 2 attack rolls.
12.
Okay.
And 16.
16.
I'm sorry, that's 15.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So one of them... the first shot goes a little bit wide, slams into the rock wall, and you just see this burning sizzle as the plasma round impacts the rock and burns away at it. The second one, though, connects with one of the cult members. If you would please roll me a D12 to see where you hit them.
Where's my 12? Okay, there's 2.
All right, cool. So you plugged them right in the chest.
Yay.
And then if you want to roll damage for me.
Okay, it's going to take me a minute. Okay. Because I think it's 5d8, right?
Correct.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
While we are rolling that damage, would someone else like to take a quick action?
How many are currently coming up, and are they visible to Mox?
100. Yes, there's 4 of them, and 100%. Yes, you can see them all.
And that plasma shot, that was audible.
Oh yes, very much so.
So the ones who didn't look alerted prior to that?
If you would like to give me a perception or tactics, if you want to think of it that way, whatever's better for you.
That will be an 18.
Okay. Drall, did you get your damage yet?
Yeah, that's 28 damage. Those were all very happy rolls.
All right, 28 damage. All right, so The one you hit falls down and is sparking and burning and eventually stops moving.
Drall just.
You did a thing. You did a thing.
It's a slow process. It's not like in the movies where you shoot someone in the stomach and they just die. So it's a process. It's the other three move past that one, and it's just kind of flailing on the ground a little bit. But yeah, it gets there. It is no longer a threat. Mox, you gave me your perception check and I forgot what the result was.
18.
Oh, I wrote it down right there. My God. Okay, so you are looking around. You are focused right now. You pull your vision away from what Argos is doing. You see that while the majority of the groups on the ground are still focused on their task, and it seems like they might be moving a little bit quicker right now, another 2 or 3 groups has stopped what they are doing to observe, but they have not yet started to move towards you. But it feels to you that you are now much more, they are aware of you.
Y'all, can I take the muzzle off this puppy?
I guess we're going loud.
Switches around to the sweeper machine gun. Just pouring down shots on the 4 who are approaching this way. While just in the middle of the manic cackling. Oh, by the way, get the fuck down!
Galen has a Ronin knife in his hand as the bullets are flying out past him at this point, and he's like,
all right, give me some attack rolls.
Okay, I get to make 5.
Yep, yes you do.
I'm just going to use the website to speed this up.
Yep.
2 of them are nat 20s.
Heyo!
The other ones are 19, 19, and 17. Damn! Thank you, Google Dice Roller.
What was the lowest one? A 17?
Yeah.
Okay. So all of those hit. The 2 crits. Why don't you give me that damage first? I feel like I know exactly what's going to happen anyway.
Remind me how we do it in this one. Is it roll the dice twice or roll it and then double?
no, so it's the damage.
It just bypasses
armor.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's still the 3d10, I think, but it's going to bypass their armor.
All right, first crit, 14.
Okay.
Second crit, 18.
Okay. No matter what placement we roll, those 2 stop moving. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. For the other 3 shots, though, if you want to give me a d12 roll for placement for each of them real quick, and then damage.
All right, here's the first.
Yep.
That is a 5 for placement.
Okay.
For 13 damage.
Okay.
5 for placement again.
Okay.
For 22 damage.
Oh my God. Okay.
And 12 for placement.
Okay.
For 18 damage.
Okay. And you were just firing into this group. You weren't picking one target over another, right?
Oh, no, this is not my precision weapon.
Right. All right. So 2 of them dropped. One of them, his leg is just missed, is gone. Like it falls off. It doesn't fall off. It's not like you disintegrated this guy's leg, but it stops working to the point where, like, some of the cyber stuff, some of the cyber parts that are there are just holding it on. But just like the other ones, like, that leg stops working. He crumples to the ground, barely moving, kind of thing. And then another one is severely hampered. Like, you again hit him in the leg, but you knocked him sideways a little bit, and he's kind of limping, but he's still coming that way. So that is... There was 4 there, 2 down, 1 down. There's 1 more still coming up towards you.
Would that have been the 5th hit?
Oh, you're right. No. Sorry. 2 of them was on 1. There's still 1 guy coming.
Okay.
The way I rolled it on the back end over here is just kind of if it hit each one, or if it was some of them grouped up. So there's still 1 coming. Someone else want to take a shot?
Is it just those that are coming at us?
Yes. The rest of the group on the cavern floor, the majority of them are still working. 2 or 3 other groups have now turned and are staring at you, like eyes on you, aware of you, but they are not moving up the cavern towards you.
Ronin knife right down, just at their feet.
Okay.
Because
aiming at the feet.
So, just for those of you playing along at home, the Ronin knives are C4 knives. They're beautiful knives with a scarlet handle that have C4 in the handle of them. So that's what we're going for here.
So are you trying to just hit the ground in front of the one that is still approaching so the explosion takes them out, or are you trying to hit them?
I'm starting to cause chaos at this point.
Okay.
So if they're looking at me, I'm gonna give them a show, and it might be a little explosive on their end. So the ones that are all now looking at me, we're going just little,
not the ones that are still moving towards you.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
We'll deal with those when they get a little closer for a pistol.
Okay. All right. Give me an attack roll. Well, yeah. Give me an attack roll to see where it hits.
Well, I got it. Yeah. So it's a 17 on the attack.
Okay. So I will say that lets you land it exactly where you wanted it to be.
So just from above, you just hear Kobe.
And give me an explosion roll.
Is that a 7? That is a 7. So 14 damage.
Okay. All right. So the knife thuds into the ground. A split second later, the C4 goes off. The cult members that were in the immediate vicinity are all blown back. In a little bit of the impact wave, you see another few of them are like knocked to the ground and stumbling a little bit. Now everyone is kind of turning to look at you, and you hear a little bit of a whir, and some of these other machine gun platforms are now spinning up to take a shot at each of you. So let's do some dodge rolls, please, and thank you.
$17.
All right. Mox, you dodge out of the way. Drall?
17?
Also dodge out of the way. B. Wow, you super dodge out of the way. Galen?
9.
You super get hit.
That's all.
Sorry, buddy. All right, so this is a shot to your 3, which is your body.
Yep.
And no, it's only 3 damage.
Thank goodness for body armor.
In that moment, though, that everyone is diving and dodging out of the way, the cult member that was still mobile and coming up is moving towards the group. And I'm going to roll here to say who he is closest to. I'm very sorry to say again, that was Galen.
I mean, I started the shit. Let's just keep it real.
I'm going to need another dodge roll as this hulking cyber fiend is coming up at you and just swinging a punch that looks like it could go through a wall.
Well, beat a 16.
I super do beat a 16
Damn.
with a 23.
It'd be like that.
I'm sorry. Damage wise, you are going to take 7 damage to 11, which is your right leg.
Mm-hmm.
Since we now have an immediate threat, let's roll initiative.
Six.
Also 6.
10.
The dice love me tonight.
B?
9.
9. And our friendly neighborhood cyber cult member. God, that's a dirty 20. All right, so
I keep thinking it's your missing dog, but I was like, no, dog's covering our exit. Fuck, I'm covering him. And then I just go and get punched. That makes a lot of sense now.
All right, Galen, he's taking another swing right at your face.
Let's go for more than single digits.
Please.
Nope. That's an 11.
All
After
right,
bonuses.
Yep, he absolutely still connects. This is... Where did my D12 go? I already lost it. This is coming into your body for 10 damage.
Okay, well, that's where I got the most armor, so that's good.
Drall, what you got?
So I have a question about my plasma pistol. Am I allowed to fire it again, or do I not have any additional? Because I think I got...
Let me check the magazine. No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a capacity of 20, I think, on that one.
Okay, fantastic. Well, then I'm gonna try to pop the closest person to me.
Cool. So this is the guy that has just marched up the hill and is punching Galen in the chest right now.
We don't like him.
Yeah. If you want to give me an attack roll.
15?
You're taking 2 shots or just 1?
Let's do 2.
Okay. Give me 2 attack rolls then.
$19 on the second.
All right. You are reacting as quickly as possible, but the shock of this happening and watching Galen get pummeled, both of your shots go wide.
Fork shirt. Okay.
B.
Well, B's gonna try and hit with another EMP EMP arrow.
At this guy that's...
Oh.
Yeah, go for it. I love it.
I'm just gonna disable the shit out of him. Actually, is B able to just, like, walk up and stab this dude with the arrow? Would that be effective?
Yes. You're not that far away from it.
Okay. And he's concentrated on Galen.
Yeah, I feel like in the heat of the moment you could run in. I still want a melee attack roll.
It's a good thing I'm also... Hold on. Would a proficiency in martial arts help with this?
I wanna say yes so badly, but I feel like
you have to say no.
I feel like because this is such an improvised weapon, like spur of the moment, even though you have that training,
like Jackie Chan.
Is
it's okay. You can say no.
I feel like this is not gonna apply because it is such a, oh my god, Galen, I have to help, and you're just like running in with this arrow. You're not really thinking tactically. Your muscle memory's not kicking in.
Well, that's okay because I still rolled an 18.
Okay, well that will connect. So if you want to roll the EMP damage,
that is 3d8s for anybody playing at home. I got a 10.
Okay, cool.
God.
So you rush in, you again hear that pop and sizzle. Everyone feels that kind of that burn of really bad static electricity. B, you don't have any cyberware.
Galen really feels it.
Galen does have cyberware.
As Galen's right arm just goes limp, as well as his bullseye.
Yep.
I'll fix it. I promise. I'm sorry.
I'm now a one-armed man trying to shoot. without the use of his bullseye.
Did that go over the EMP rating of your...
Yep.
Okay.
So Galen is a little bit like, no, wait. Oh.
Wait.
I'll fix it. I'm sorry.
So Galen, you feel that horrible pain of your tech just shutting off and your body like, oh god, like reacts very badly. The cyber guy that you were facing also reacts very badly and starts to crumple backwards, which is great. However, at the same time this is happening, all of you, again, are targeted by some of these machine gun placements. Please give me a defense roll.
19.
All right, you are fine.
Looks like karma's out to get me because I just rolled a critical fail.
Oh no. We'll get back to that in a second. Drall.
5.
Okay. And Galen.
15. I got a different dice this time.
Good. Okay. Drall, you are gonna take... Oops, sorry. You are gonna take 8 damage to your left arm. Galen, you are... Oh, what is that? Which leg did we hit before? Was it the right leg?
Yep.
Okay, well now it's the left leg.
Okay, well it's even distribution.
For 7, you know, we're spreading out all over the place there.
That's exactly what you hit me for the last time.
Wow, very consistent dice. B. B, you are going to take 10 damage to the body. Is B wearing armor?
You know, B doesn't wear armor.
All right, so Galen, you watched B rush up to try to help you. You just got punched in the chest. Your cyberware is just shut off, so you've got this like not nerve damage, but like system shock of your eye and arm. It's just stopped working. You just got shot. And B is suddenly we'll take the movie application of weaponry here. B is blown backwards from you as machine gun fire rips into her chest and she slams back into the cavern floor and is bleeding profusely. Mox, you are a little bit away from all of this because you are at a slightly different vantage point with your rifle and your shotgun. You see this happen, like rapid fire, everything is going wrong. Oh my God. You also look down because you were firing down into the crowd. No, sorry, you were firing at the people that were coming up towards you to eliminate them. Galen's knife hit the ground below you, but from your point being a little bit further away from this center of combat, you see that now another 2 or 3 groups from the cavern floor are moving towards the same ramp, let's call it, that the first group used. And you see that another couple groups are moving away from you into the thick of the crowd. You're not sure if they're going to get something. You don't know if there's another ramp to come up to the ridge the other direction. Logic would tell you in the heat of the moment, tactically, you're probably about to get surrounded. But at that moment, Argos pops into your heads-up display. It's like, hey, boss. We can turn it off.
No, baby, give me the cliff notes.
We can turn the thing off. We can turn the thing off. You got to destroy this one right here. It's like the central connection of everything.
Glancing just at my watcher really quick, which I have been keeping an eye on his GPS location. Is it somewhere that I can see from where I am?
Yeah. So there were like there was a group of towers close to where you are, and then on the other side of the room. And he is at the one that is kind of closer to where you are, and he's identified kind of like the linchpin, we can call it. Like, if you blow this one up, the rest of them break, kind of thing. He's like, and it's like circled on the map, like, blow this one and they'll all stop working.
I'm going to, using my watcher, which is I also connected to our glow communication, I'm going to try to like do a little squint with it to ping that tower for B.
B, I'm gonna be a little busy here slaughtering people for a little while. Would you be a peach and blow this thing up for us? If we don't want him talking, at least.
I will say you did just see B get shot in the chest and fall to the ground.
B? B? B! Come on, get up!
In the heat of this moment, I want to cut to Dog. Dog, what have you been doing? You made your way out. You made your way down the tunnel, sticking dynamite in the wall where you want it. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Did you get to the end of the tunnel and wait? Did you decide to come back? What have you been doing?
Dog's been doing this.
All right, so for our future podcast listeners, I'm interpreting this as either having a personal moment to take care of some bodily issues or sitting and waiting, because I couldn't tell exactly what you were miming.
He's got the baseball crouch going on.
Oh, okay, baseball crouch. Baseball crouch. Okay.
He hears these guns going off and thinks like, wow, they're really getting after it. It must be going well. They're taking a while to come out. It must be because it's going well. Cool.
So let's cut back to the action. Mox, you have just painted a target. Galen, you are hurt very badly. You saw B go down. B, you are bleeding and hurt very badly. Drall, you're kind of right in the middle of it. You're cool. You're good, but there's a lot of chaos happening.
Where's the rocket launcher? Let's just rocket launch grenades and let's just go. Let's just go.
So there is not an immediate threat of a cyber cult member in your area. If you want to grab a different weapon and start firing, go ahead. All of your gear was basically in that area you're in. Yeah. You're still in that same area. If you want to grab something or throw something.
I would like to throw a grenade.
Okay.
Okay. How do I do that? I don't know how to do that.
Let me ask you this first.
It's new.
Are you thinking in the heat of the moment you would just chuck it randomly, or are you going to try to aim somewhere?
I would try to aim towards any sort of doorway or hole or entrance where they are coming from that I can see in some way to create a barrier between us and them.
Okay, so the route, the most direct route to you is like this ramp up the side of the cavern that the other group came up. And there's another group coming that direction. So if you want to chuck a grenade that way, you could hope that it would damage that or cause a rock slide or something like that.
Yes.
Why don't you just give me it would be an agility check.
Okay.
So D20 plus agility. This is just to see if it goes where you want it to go.
17.
Okay. So it definitely went where you wanted it to go. Go ahead and roll damage. I'm trying to look up damage real quick if you don't have it. Was this just a hand grenade? Do we think?
Yeah, I think I just have the standard grenade.
Standard hand grenades? Okay, 3d12.
Holema. Okay.
In a 10-foot radius, by the way.
14 total.
Awesome. So you toss this grenade exactly, not at the feet of a group that is starting to come up this ramp, but you kind of chuck it right in front of them. It goes off. The first 2 or 3 are caught in that radius and blown backwards. They kind of tumble domino style into the rest of the group that was immediately behind them. And while it did not destroy the ramp, the path up to the ridge you were on, it definitely took a chunk out of it. Think of a big sizable pothole that it's not impossible to drive over, but you got to go real slow.
Success.
B, what are you doing as you are lying on the ground bleeding?
Clearly grabbing my wounds and screaming in pain because I've never been shot before.
And you weren't wearing armor, so that really, really hurts. That makes sense. Excellent role playing. Galen, Galen, what are you doing as you are not so severely damaged, but you are also suffering quite a bit, next to B, who is screaming and bleeding?
Galen's gonna use his one good arm and get the insta-coag out of his pocket and just smack B in the chest with it.
Okay.
So she stops bleeding.
Right.
So she kind of gets a oof, but she's gonna stop bleeding.
Yeah, so
the injection from Pulp Fiction in the chest.
Yeah. So you
yeah, with just one cyber arm just kind of like limp loose, to it. He's got to do it with the left hand.
Yeah, so Galen basically punches you in your chest wound, which really hurts, and then you feel this really fast expansion and pressure, kind of like a Novocaine pain almost. It's real icky and gross because it's like filling up your insides, but the bleeding stops, which is great. Mox, from your vantage point, you saw Drall chuck a grenade. It is exploding. At the same time, you are turning to do what?
So I've painted that target for B.
Right. You shouted back to B.
Figure out why she's being a lazy bones. And
Rude.
we still have a few who were trying to come up this ramp. Was that the direction that Drall hucked a grenade, or did she chuck it into the lower area?
Lower below that.
Then Mox is going to check the magazine, slap it shut, and take a popping squat or kneeling position with the popping sound of the knees.
Yep.
Yeah, come on, give me that pretty little fucking head.
So you are you holding to see if someone comes up towards your location?
Yeah, holding fire to make it so no one... Those machine guns that have been plinking away at us.
Yes.
They're on the ceiling, you said?
They're all over the place. Some are hanging on the ceiling, some are strapped to the walls, some are on the ground. There's not it's not like you missed one, you walked over it, but it's not like they're in an organized grid pattern or anything.
Well, then, as Mox is taking this position, looking over his head, trying to push his back against rock or anything to make it so it doesn't have a clear shot.
Good job, Algoth. Now, see if you can find what's controlling these fucking machine guns. A way to disable it, or even better, a way to get control of them. Go on, boy. Give you a good old treat.
Okay, hold on. So Argos goes off to do that. So in this moment, we've got Dog off waiting for the rest of the group, confident that the escape route is secure. The crew inside is doing their job successfully, and he's just waiting to get them out there to safety. Drall, you have just taken out a few of these cult members. You've chucked a grenade to try to hinder them coming towards you. B, you are stabilized for the moment, but still in the most pain you've ever been in your entire life. Galen, you are very disabled. Having been in many, many firefights, you know how bad you are, and you know what you are capable of. You're not out for the count, but you are real tough if it comes down to exchanging blows or taking another shot. Mox, you are covering the group to make sure no one else catches you unawares, and you're having Argos do a little bit more creative searching to try to find a solution. I feel like this is the perfect moment to end this episode and see what happens next time in episode 24, the conclusion of season 1. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for participating. Thank you, future audiences. I hope you find this as tense and dramatic and stressful as we all felt in the moment of this show. It is time for So Longs. We had a great time. Thank you all for being here. Let's hear from our lovely class what they are doing and where we could find them as we recover from this episode, starting with Mallo.
Yes, you can find me everywhere at the Mallo Man. You can follow us along with everything at Identico or at Humanoid Games as well. Like I said at the top of the show, keep an ear out and eye out for things that are happening. We've got some stuff that's coming down the pipe very soon, so take a look at that. Otherwise, we will see you back here again in 2 weeks.
And Wild.
Hello, I am Wildling011, also known as B, who doesn't wear armor because they are a child. I sure hope that you enjoyed this episode. I work in a lot of different places, and I love seeing your faces. Shoot some comments or whatever if you haven't been in chat tonight. And you can berate me later. Okay, love you, bye!
Mr. Pete.
Boy, that sure was wild, wasn't it? Things happened, people got shot, people's insides kind of imploded, exploded, everything. It was great. You can follow me at the Mallo Man. on all socials. Tune in next week. Mwah.
Or in 2 weeks. Maybe both.
Oh, yeah. I mean, tune in next week. You sit right here. Wait for us a whole week.
Just come sign in to Twitch and just wait for a full 7 days, please.
Time is a construct.
Time is a construct.
I want at least one of you in this chat for 7 days straight. Don't close it. Don't close it.
It's got to be open. Lauren.
Hi. That was absolutely insane. Drall was completely in over her head. She's like, yeah, I got the PB thing. And then suddenly everything went ape crazy. And she's like, I have no idea what I'm doing. What do I do? What do I do? And that's just me in my daily life. And you can follow along online. 95% Lauren and 1,000 Faces Cosplay this weekend. We are going to be at Etchy Expo in Texas. So if you want to see us throw some ass, Ethan be a fembot and me being a sexy Austin Powers, please tune in.
Oh, behave.
Oh.
And speaking of Ethan, hi, Ethan.
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
We are, as Lauren said, going to be at Etchy Expo in Denver. Because of
Not Denver.
Or Dallas, excuse me. We are
They both start with a D.
Denver's there.
Big D, little
but
There's a lot of D's in this chat.
Yeah.
because of all of the convention travel, we don't have Wild Beyond the Witchlight this weekend. However, if you check out the Go Buff Yourself podcast, you can listen to all of the ongoing campaigns that we've been running on our channel, including a one-shot or two featuring our man Mallo here, testing out the Daggerheart system. So please go give that a listen. We would appreciate it. And have a great day.
And I am on your socials at the Caleb G. You can find me doing a whole bunch of nothing, spitting some hot Star Wars takes. Not really. Also Doctor Who. You can also find me here to there on Farm to Fable if you enjoy a Smallville rewatch. And you can hear me taking up a lot of space in the archives of the RPG Academy. Speaking of the RPG Academy, if you are at all interested in a really cool regional tabletop convention called Acadicon, that will be coming up later this year. If you swing over to tabletop.events and search for Acadicon, my brain stopped working for a moment. Search for Acadicon, you will see what is out there. Tickets are not yet available to the general public, but if you think you want to come and run some games, or if you're a vendor, that stuff is out there. And then general admission tickets will be available coming up very soon. I can't read what that is because my eyes are very broken.
It says paper boy and has a little pepper plane and a heart in it.
Very sweet. And that is today's show. Thank you all so much. We appreciate you. See you next time. Same cyber time, same cyber station. We love you. Take care of yourself. Drink some water. Take your meds. Eat your food. Give yourself a treat. Touch some grass. Love your family. Just do the best you can. That's all you can ask. Even if you're not given 100%, whatever you've got to give, that is your all. And that is the best anyone can expect of you, even yourself. Take it easy on yourself. You deserve a break. We love you. We will see you next time. Goodbye.
Mwah.
Neon Trails is Ethan as Mox, Lauren as Drall, Pete as Dog, Wild as Bee, me, Mallo, as Galen, and the Caleb G is our game runner. You can learn more about the game we play on this podcast by going to www.playidentico.com. You can join us live for these sessions every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific over on twitch.tv/Identico. And you can watch along with past episodes and see additional content like how to play videos over on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Identico. Finally, you can follow along with us on the socials at Identico on Twitter and at Humanoid Games on Threads and Instagram. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you next week.